So, if anybody was wondering, our last guest from last episode, Snaitf, is back.
Yes, hello.
And her name is an acronym, so we're going to try to figure out what it is. I don't get to play.
Yeah, so here's the thing, is that me and Jor know each other fairly well.
And also, I'm Jor.
Oh yeah, I'm Snaitf.
I am Lytbringr.
Filthy.
So it's basically a game for them.
Yeah. So, the first, internet website that I registered for in freaking 6th grade, I had this dumb username, and then it was way too long, so I shortened it to Snaitf, and then for everything else, I am Snaitf now. So if you can figure out what the acronym is, you can figure out, the very first website that I registered on, and I will be embarrassed. So, go ahead, Lytbringr, what do you think?
I already had a guess though.
Oh, did you?
I said.
But not on audio.
Yeah,
okay.
not on audio.
Then I'll say my first guess again to make it fair. I thought the SNA was that she loved Snapchat.
False.
And the movie It.
Nope.
And
Hard
Firefly.
pass. That one is true.
That one's true.
But it is not the F in Snaitf. But of those, you got 1 out of 3 of the things that I enjoy at all.
Yay.
Ev, what are your thoughts?
I literally have no idea.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about it. It's like silly nargles.
Silly Nargles
What's a nargle?
Nargles from Harry
What?
Potter.
Harry Potter.
Luna,
Oh, yeah, it is.
Luna
Duh.
Lovegood is looking for invisible
I don't know.
Nargles.
That's just the first thing
Invisible
that popped
nargles,
up.
yes.
Yeah, silly nargles.
Wow, it's good.
At international.
I'm sorry. So
What's the T?
I don't get. I don't get to play.
Yeah.
But the acronym could totally be. So nargles are in this forest.
I'll be able to remember how to spell it off of that.
Nargles are in this forest. Yes. You have cracked the
Question
code.
mode.
Obviously, that is not the right one. I'm really
So
good
your
at-
new acronym is Snaitf question mark?
Snaitf?
No, 'cause it's not a question. It's Luna. Born here was like, so nargles are in this forest.
Just
Silly
letting
Oh my
you know.
gosh.
just
Silly
a
nargles
heads
are in
up.
this forest.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I'm stealing it. That's what I think it is.
That's your guess?
So, my full name would be Snaitf Jalik, which is, so Nargles are in this forest, just letting you know.
Nice! Nice!
That
Oh
is
my
not
gosh.
true.
I'm sorry I didn't know your middle name.
No, that is not true. None of that was true.
I'm really good at forcing acronyms though.
Yeah.
I like that.
Such an enabler.
Can I give them a hint?
Maybe?
Yes or no? I'm not gonna be like.
Sure.
I'm a DM. I can give hints without giving it away.
Sure, yeah.
So it is based on a well-known group.
A group and an online game.
No,
No.
she used
No,
it for an
no.
online game.
I used it.
for
I
an
used
online
it for
game.
my. I used it as my username
Okay.
on the
So,
online.
It
On the
derives from the work of a well-known group.
There you go. Well done.
I told you I can give hints. That's kind of what DMs do.
But we're so behind the Nargles thing now.
Yeah.
Like,
now all
I
there
want
is
to
is
keep guessing,
Nargles.
but I really like the Nargles one.
There is
now.
there is not but Nargles.
I know. Now I'm just sad.
Well, anyhow, well, all right. It can be Nargles if you want it to be Nargles.
Well,
but
that's gonna be what
Not just
helps
any
me
Nargles.
spell
Yeah,
it
silly
from now
No,
on.
no, like
Yeah.
you're gonna hear it and
yeah. So
Be
listeners,
like, oh yeah, Nargles aren't.
Could be
so
sassy nargles.
listeners, viewers, if you think that you know what Snaitf stands for, then tell Lytbringr, and he can bring that guess to me, and I will let him know if you are correct, and you might be clever. So hey, there you go.
You'll win a fabulous prize.
How are
Yes.
they letting me know? Just in the
Comments?
comments?
In the
Yeah.
comments,
Well,
yeah.
but that means
like,
I don't get to figure out the
like,
answer
comment,
now.
and subscribe. I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, if you want, she may be able to give you more hints or allow me to give more hints. But
No, I'm actually down for leaving it as the question
As
for the day.
Nargles?
What
Yeah.
what does
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what
There
does
you
Snaitf stand for?
It really
Besides
has nothing to do with
Nargles.
Nargles. Yeah. Yeah. It is silly.
Yes.
But the S does not stand for silly.
Or so.
Or so.
And the N doesn't stand for Nargles. Oh.
Nope. It does
Disappointment.
Oh, gosh.
Just disappointment.
I'm actually really happy I got it. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually guessed it?
Yeah.
I did.
Ooh.
Or he guessed enough of it that I was like, yeah, so this is the whole thing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in a totally, completely different direction.
Yeah, sure.
Because that's why I'm not a good DM. I go on tangents
So
backwards.
So that's the direction we're going is backwards?
Sure! Because we were talking about fantasy things and different genres and books of works before. I got the game book for Icons. I was telling you that off screen. And
shout out to Puffin Forest.
Right? Puffin Forest is the one who got me to look into this, and they came out with like a Ultimate Edition where they took a lot of their side books. If you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons, and you know like all of it is just books out the wazoo. 5th edition's not nearly as bad. Icons is a single book. 200 something pages. Their leveling system isn't the same. It's a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 through 3 is you're an average human. 4 through 6 are, okay, you're a superhero. Like, 9 and 10 are you're practically God.
10 is Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, like, 10 would be at that level. And I'm like, I'm not too far into the book, but I think this is a pretty cool, it makes it very simple. Everything you do in the game is a single D6. And coming from Dungeons & Dragons, yeah, like that's why you're humming, is because damage will be D6s or D8s. HP will be anywhere between a D4 and a D12, depending on your class. Different spells use different dice, but like, you need to have a full set of dice. But as a person who for a couple of years now is really hoping to try and start like a role-playing club at the school I work at, or maybe like a high school, because elementary school I don't know yet if it will work.
So my friend Gavin actually runs a thing like that at a local high school. He runs a Pathfinder session.
Ooh. Yeah. Like I know high school is doable. Middle school if you've got the right group. Wizards does have a couple of one-shots for little kids. When they play tested it, they were able to have a kid as young as 4 be able to play, and a child as young as 6 be able to run the game.
Oh, wow.
Because everything for the game is written down. There's principal character sheets. There's principal like little badges for when the kids win. It's like you won playing this character and you get a little paper badge. I would probably laminate them to make them be able to last a little longer. But you even get like a grid map of the area. It's pretty much, I think it's based off a book. I've never read the book. I don't remember the title off the top of my head. But pretty much when the kids turn 9, 10, 11, 8, like little kid age, they go through like this monster slaying kind of tutorial / coming of age ceremony, and if they beat all the monsters, they are now classified as like warriors of their village.
Okay.
But the rules are very kid friendly. Each character has AC, HP, a plus to hit. Each of them do one. The monsters have little HP bubbles, and most all of them have 4 or 5 bubbles. But they're also, the monsters have little pictures and they're chibi-fied. Chibi Red Dragon.
Oh, wow.
It's just a little dragon sitting on his bottom. His little tail coming around.
I just want this to have now.
He's just, it's free online.
I know, but I want print. I like to hold things.
Oh, like a little stuffed chibi dragon now? There's Chibi Beholder.
Oh, Lord.
I will show you these pictures later. Like, I have it saved on my hard drive. I'm like, it's very simple, but the way it's written, it gives The monsters don't go after people with the lowest HP because they don't find those targets as challenging. So if you're playing as a cleric and you have like 1 HP left, the monsters won't go after you. They won't go after the same target twice in a row.
It keeps everybody
It keeps everyone involved. If a person goes to 0 HP, then monsters stop spawning. Because the way it goes is if a monster hits half HP, a new monster is released to challenge the characters. But if the characters are having too much trouble, new monsters stop being released until it's back to like a 1-on-4. When you go down to 0, your next turn you like get a potion or you get healed back to full HP. And I'm like, that's cool. Because no monster in D&D is going to be like, nah, I won't kill that guy. Let's go after the paladin in full plate mail with the Holy Avenger. Let me target that guy.
Well, mostly dragons don't want to eat the paladins because they taste so awful. But
glorious.
Yeah.
Glorious. But no, as like a 7 or 8 year old who's maybe heard of Dungeons and Dragons but has no idea anything about it.
It's so much more friendly. I wish that
you
was around.
learn all the basics. I would use this for brand new adults just to get them to understand what AC, HP.
TPK'd so much at that age.
But they even also put like barrels on this map. You can use them as cover, but this leaves it open enough where if your kids are like, what's in the barrel?
What's in the box?
The DM has the option to say, maybe there's an extra potion.
Okay, but seriously, now, any inkling thus far as to what her name is? And yes, that was another acronym.
I like Nargos! No, you're gonna actually tell me, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I feel stupid.
I'm not gonna tell you.
No, she will not.
I won't tell you unless you guess it correctly.
This has been Jor-El.
And Snaitf.
Avialti.
And Lytbringr. And lights out. Click.
Click.
Click!
Then go click.
I need to...